Let me get. I had to cover myself up. I should have made some loops or something for it, but it's all. Yeah, I'm not gonna be on here long. Let me get a 2-minute mark in here, please. 2-minute mark. 2-minute mark. Senatobia, Mississippi. Get in here, Mississippi. The state, one of the Confederate states as well, and not only a Confederate state, still got Jim Crow laws on the books. Still uphold and rule some of the Jim Crow laws, but let's get to this 2-minute mark. I want to sub and like me up, please. Sub and like me up. I want to get into this about this baby being unalived on this Walmart lot. I see they are Senatobia is Senatobia, the residents and people I'm sure across the southern states are getting in on subbing like me up, please. Let's get into this. Let me get this 2-minute mark in about this Senatobia Walmart incident that unalived this baby, this one allegedly unalived this 1-year-old kid, and Senatobia, Mississippi is now they are rallying over there in Mississippi at the Walmart. Is kind of chaotic, kind of rough over there. So get in here, sub and like the cupcake up. Let's talk about Senatobia. The officer unalive the 1-year-old kid. Okay, so we're at the 2-minute mark. Okay, so allegedly this lady in Senatobia, she looked pretty young, went in this Walmart the other day, and she had her baby with her. Y'all something like the cupcake up. She had her baby with her. She had somebody else with her. Allegedly, she went in this Walmart, and they say she was stealing Pampers. Y'all something like the cupcake up. They say this young lady was stealing Pampers. Now, you people, y'all goes in these Walmart stealing. Y'all go anywhere stealing. Family, dollar stores. Y'all sub like the cupcake up. Senatobia, get in here. Who is from Mississippi on this page? Get in my chat and talk back to me. Talk to me. And if you're from Senatobia, please talk to me. But they say she was stealing Pampers. Now, allegedly, she's saying she had receipts. She paid for the Pampers. I don't know, y'all. Sub and like me up. Thank you, Yara Sharma. Make sure you sub. I appreciate that love. And where you from? Sub and like cupcake up, please. Sub and like the cupcake up. All right. So she says she has a receipt. Okay, so let me tell y'all something. And Ben Crump, they done already called the civil rights attorney, Ben Crump. Everybody know who Ben Crump is. India, was salutes to India. Thank you for chiming in, getting in. Please sub to me and keep liking my content. Thank you. Sub and like the cupcake up, y'all. Somebody get in here from Senatobia, please. But say namaste to your family from India. Namaste to your namaste to family from India. Okay. Oh, y'all have some good food. I love y'all curry chicken. Oh, I love me some. Oh, I love you about to make me get some curry chicken today, baby. I want some curry chicken, y'all. But yeah. So yeah, I covered myself up because I didn't want that to be I didn't want that to be a distraction. Somebody from Mississippi or San Antonio, get in here, sub and like me up. So I guess somebody witnessed it or whatever. So you got this call in that this girl is shoplifting in Walmart in Senatobia. So I guess the police came or whatever, and I don't know if she was being chased out of Walmart or what happened, but apparently officers was out when she came out of Walmart, because they officers come to Walmart expeditiously. When you in any state, I've seen this done in anywhere, any city or state, where they call, because people go in Walmart stealing and shoplifting every day. I don't know why y'all steal from these dollar stores and Walmart every single day. So I don't know if she was running out of Walmart or what, but however, sub and like the cupcake up, get in my chat and talk to me. Sub and like the cupcake up. Allegedly, when she got in her vehicle with her 1-year-old child and whomever else was with her, she made a run for it in her vehicle towards the officers. The officers allegedly shot the vehicle up. I think on the passenger side or in the front or whatever. And that baby was unalive. That 1-year-old baby was unalive. So to that young lady, let me say this. If you went in at Walmart shoplifting for some Pampers, you had your baby with you. That sub and like the cupcake up, sub and like the cupcake up, get in my chat and talk back. Y'all got to hear this about these young folks going in these stores thieving, and they got their kids with them. So allegedly, if you did that, baby, if you stole the Pampers or whatnot or whatever you done with that baby in there, what was your expectations? And if you did steal, you say you were stealing Pampers, that wasn't your first time going to shoplift in Walmart or wherever you shoplifted. I mean, did you really go in Walmart? This is allegedly, y'all. I'm not saying she did. She's saying today that she got a receipt. So if you go to court, baby, I'm telling you, there's no need of you lying. Oh, when they shot the vehicle up, I lost the receipt. It was in my hand. It's through. No, you need to show the receipt. Or they're gonna have to make Walmart roll those cameras back that day so they can see, prosecutors and all can see. Hi, Tony. Please sub to Cupcake. Thank you. Hi. Thank you for getting in my chat. Where are you from, Tony Riggs? Thank you. Y'all sub and like the Cupcake up. So here's the thing. Walmart gonna have to roll them cameras back, and we got to make sure you was at the counter and you paid for them Pampers or whatever it was that you was allegedly told that you were thieving about. But I got to go back and say this, baby. If that girl went in Walmart to steal, and Pampers are high. Oh, they are extremely high. Hello from Laredo, Texas. Roberto 555. Thank you. Salutes to the Lone Star State. And yeah, thank you. I hope you sub. Thank you. Thank you, Tony and Veron Sharma and Robrio 5055. I appreciate y'all. Salutes. I hope y'all are having a grand, blessed day. Happy Wednesday. I hope life is lifing and grand for you. Thank you. God. Oh, I needed that. Thank you, Robrio. Yes, he's always blessing me. I woke up this morning. I ain't pushing up daisies. I'm above the ground. I'm in sound mind, heart beating, brain good. I can talk. I can walk. I can maneuver. I can move my neck. I'm grateful and thank you. Robert! Okay, great. Great. I can call you Robert. Thank you. That's more, are you Spanish? That's more comfortable for me to say. I got family members by that name. But back, to this young lady, okay, cool. Hola. Please make sure you sub me up, Robert. Thank you. I appreciate you. And I know sometimes we call y'all Roberto for Robert too as well. But I want to say this. If that young lady went in Walmart allegedly to steal Pampers, and all the people that I'm seeing standing, all the the black people that are standing outside in Senatobia, Mississippi right now about their baby being unalived because the foolishness of a parent took a child to steal. I mean, what you think was going to happen? You never know. We never know when we're doing right out here what's going to happen. So imagine doing the wrong things and you bring people into your wrongdoings, in particularly your children. You never know what may pop off with that. But I'm seeing all these people outside of Walmart in Senatobia. And I'm looking, I'm like, okay, so if someone would have gave this young lady 20, $25, where was her support team at for buying her kid Pampers? Where's the father of the child at? See, y'all say it takes a village, right? This when the villages come in. Y'all sub like the Cupcake Cup. If you're new, get in my chat and talk back to me. Tell me your name or tell me where you're from. I would love to hear from you and love to chat you out. My cash app is Money Mint Chip 76. Donations are welcome. Always. I'm always grateful and grand. Money sign Mint Chip 76. Money sign Mint Chip 76 is my cash app. Okay. I'm seeing all this ruckus going outside of Senatobia, Mississippi Walmart. You blocking their funds. But here's the thing I got about this. See, I used to get in these parades and strikings against, civil rights and rooting and parading for us of my skin tone. I once gave a homeless African American. Wow, with Robert, you can give this. I'm not African. I'm black. I'm a black woman. But you can give this black American woman a good donation as well. It's well needed. Money sign Mint Chip 76 on Cash App. I'm always grateful and thankful. You never can say, enough. You never know what somebody's going through behind closed doors. But anyway, money sign Mint Chip 76. People, and I'm looking at all these people, and if she went in there and stole those Pampers out of Walmart, I'm like, well, where was all this support if she had to go steal? If she had to go see, y'all make sure y'all sub like Cupcake Up. Steal these Pampers, although Pampers are expensive. And if she did go in there stealing, why bring that baby with you, baby? Why y'all bring them babies in these stores and places which y'all doing devious things and devious deeds and feel as if no consequences? Now y'all down in Senatobia acting a fool. But y'all know what's baffling to me? So it'll be like the Cupcake Up. Cash App is money sign Mint Chip 76. Money sign Mint Chip 7. All donations are welcome. $2, $5, $3. Money sign Mint Chip 76. You will see the little flower, the yellow flower in it. That's me. Think about that crowd that's out there. If she just got $2 from 10 people in that crowd out there today, she could buy the baby some Pampers and a little cheap outfit out of Walmart to put on the baby back, and probably some little snacks. Where is the support system before it get to these type of things? Sub like the Cupcake Up. If you new, get in my chat, talk back to me. Donations are welcome. $2, $4, $3. It don't matter. Money sign Mint Chip 76 on my Cash App. That young lady has lost her child. If she went in there shoplifting Pampers, she says she got a receipt. The law gonna ask for their receipt. There's no need of saying After all that chaos went on, oh, I lost the receipt, such and such, this happened. Because I got a feeling that's what's going to be said. Ben Crump is a civil rights attorney that's already on the case. They already got him in, y'all. And Ben Crump is not going to take a case that he knows he's not going to win. Hey, Miss Money. Good morning, beautiful, from the Sunshine State. Yeah, I got some girl. I found me some I was in Walmart, just found me some pina colada key lime. And every time I eat and think about key lime, all I think about is Florida, because everything grows Florida tropically. But I was talking, Miss Mona, about this baby that got on the live in Senatobia, Mississippi. Y'all sub and like the cupcake up. If you're new, get in here, talk back to me, tell me where you from. I want to know, what are your thoughts on this? Because see, one thing about it, y'all hurried up and ran to that Walmart about this. But if that young lady was in there shoplifting, allegedly, I don't know if she was or not, and she brought her child to a crime scene, willingly, knowing I'm finna go in here and shoplift these Pampers. I ain't got the money. My baby stank, looking like a baby kid. The baby got poop piss or whatever in the Pampers. I got to go shoplift. See, me, I got to ask where the father is. And y'all don't like to ask. One thing I know about this world today, and people of my skin tone, y'all hate when we say, well, where the fathers are to these babies, as if the pops and fathers are not important. Thank you, Miss Mona. I just saw that. I appreciate you. Big love to that. Big love on it. I'm holding my hand with the other phone because I don't want this thing to come down and reveal my chest, because it's not about my chest today. Robert, don't have money at this time, but I can only say God give you and your family unlimited bliss. Robert, you're just a blessing to be on my chat. If you sub to me, that's a blessing physically right there. And thank you, Robert. Yes, ma'am, Miss Moni. Yeah, Miss Moni. So, Moni, what are your thoughts? What do you think about that? I know we are desperate. Girl, meet Miss Moni. I declare, y'all sub and like the cupcake up. Thank you, Tony. Tony, did you see this? I'm finna come back to you, Miss Mona. Did you see what's going on in Senatobia? The little baby done got on the live. It's serious, y'all. But Miss Mona, yeah, I'm trying to bend them legs and knee, baby, because we'll start cramping up. That yoga a flex, baby. Yoga is a flex. And I'm going to start doing, I have so many miracles. Big love, Robert. I just appreciate your sub. And I appreciate your participation in my chat. That means a lot to me. Thank you. In my loof. I'm trying to be one of those, Miss Mona. Yeah, baby, because once you hit 40, I'm telling you now, things are going to drastically change. Take it from cupcake. It's going to, you use them vibes before 40 mark. Use all that strength, that tone, that muscle, that boning, use it all before 40 hits, baby. Because you're going to feel it later on. I was like, okay. Don't play with it. Girl, keep encouraging me, Miss Mona. That's an inspiration you doing, boo. Big love to Miss Mona. Miss Mona always supporting me. I appreciate her. Beautiful, beautiful young lady. Gorgeous, beautiful young lady. She says she's going to get that yoga, start that yoga practices too. I mean, because I'm short and I have to stretch to make my limbs and stuff stretch out a bit more. Hi, Christian. Where you from, Christian? And I hope you have subbed to Cupcake. Thank you. Salutes to Christian, y'all. But yeah, y'all, I was just like, it's so sad that 1-year-old baby lost his life and was a cute little baby, y'all. But when I look back at the violence, you're not that short. I'm 5 feet. You got a little height on you. That's some good height. That's that height where you can kind of control your weight good too. See, I got that height where if you're not naturally slim or certain, you got to really work on yourself because I start looking like a oompa loompa. Woo, baby, I look like a oompa loompa child. Show you right, show enough. Boy, you get that oompa loompa look, nobody ain't gonna want to talk to you. They ain't gonna want you to skip lines or nothing. You understand me? Over what? Unalived. But Miss Moni, they say she got out there and ran towards them officers. Now, at that time, your vehicle is a weapon, and officers are not trained to oh, it's a kid in there or whatever. I don't know, but we know there was senseless. I don't think that officer knew a baby was even in that car. But you know what? That passenger probably had that baby in their hands, and that officer allegedly shot. Thank you, Christian. I hope you sub to me. And it means so much for y'all, for Roberto and Christian, and somebody else came in here that was new. Varan, that's from India. I love me some curry chicken, Indian food. I'm finna read that, Miss Mona. You know, I don't know, but fat stomach overlapping your thigh. Woo, Miss Mona. When you look like a Oompa Loompa, baby, down, mother will look at you and turn their head. Your clothes won't look right on you. Like you say, everything, yeah, it just don't look right, especially if you're short. It spreads you out, and you just chunks you down even more. If you're 4 feet 5 feet tall, you start looking like you're 3 feet. Miss Mona, don't do it, Miss Mona. You my inspiration this morning, boo. Don't do it, Miss Mona. But y'all sub and like the cupcake up, please. But this baby, like I was trying to say, and then we in the South, they in Senatobia. I've been in Senatobia before. Cause I go to Grenada, go to Sardis Lake and all of that. I lived in Nesbitt, Mississippi, in the country. You know, um, you know, look, y'all, don't bring them babies to a crime scene, cause that's what you did. If she was stealing out of there, she brought a baby to do a crime. And the results of what happened. We got to think better. And it says it takes a village, correct? Nobody can give you $25 for your baby. Where's the baby father? If she was in there stealing, shoplifting. Now, if that young lady wasn't in there shoplifting, somebody got to pay the piper. Some answers. Somebody got to pay the piper about that baby. Let's see what y'all saying. Bye, Tony. You have a great, grand, and blessed day. Before you get out of here, don't forget to sub to me. Please come back to me. I love you dearly. Happy Wednesday to you. Stay great, grand, and blessed. You've blessed my channel. Thank you so much for your participation. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, Miss Mona, here she go, y'all. She pumping my head up. But you look fantastic. Bump anyone. That's saying that people aren't taking bringing kids into this world. Right. Seriously, as well as unalived. Right, Miss Mona. And thank you for the compliment. Salutes to you, beautiful young lady. You are a gorgeous, beautiful young lady to me as well. And a true inspiration to me. People have lost their compassion. Miss Mona, you are correct. That's why that girl allegedly don't went in there stealing Pampers for her 1-year-old, if that's true. Blessings to you, Tony. Don't forget to sub. Thank you, baby. And come back. Always come back and check out some of my shorts, too, as well. You'll get a better, more of my character of who I am as well. Sub and like the cupcake up, y'all. Always check out my little short. Chef 4 through the door. Salutes, King. Another saluter, another supporter done came through. That's what's up. Appreciate that, Chef Fo. But yeah, y'all, we got to be more mindful of what are we doing. And the thing of it is, what they say, it takes a village. No one could get this girl $25 for Pampers for her baby. Now the baby is deceased now because of the mom, if that's what she actually did. And once again, so like the Cupcake Cup, get in my chat and talk back, tell me where you from. If she was in there shoplifting for Pampers, it's such a sad story. We got to do better. Everything is hard for everybody now. We got to do better in our supporting. We got to do better in our communities. They gonna work hard for what they want, especially for the baby they bring into the world. Miss Moni, that's all I'm saying. Because you already know the stereotype we got up on us. The weave, the nails, and the bud smoking, the weed smoking. Weave, which is hair, wigs, or whatever we want to put in our head. The weed that they smoking, and these nails. Me, I'm about to go back to my natural nails. I had to tell that lady, I don't want them long nails no more. I don't want them no more. I knew it was see, I used to get them when I was in my 20s, them long nails. That stuff hurt and it ruins your natural nails. If y'all go back to my old shorts and stuff, y'all will see me really pretty much being natural and adding a few extensions to my hair because I'm in a weather patterns. So I have to add extensions to my hair to hold the style because getting your hair fixed these days is also expensive. And that's part of maintenance of being whom you are. It's the first thing people are looking at when they see you. But yeah, y'all, your appearance. But this baby, man, it's a tragedy, y'all. It's a tragedy. And again, I'm finna read you, Mona. Looking at all them people outside of that Walmart in Senatobia, I'm like, and we know Senatobia not big. This girl couldn't find nobody to give $5 from. It's at least 10 people outside of that Walmart right now that could have donated at least $5 to $10 to that girl. She could have got a month worth of Pampers and 2-3 outfits for the baby and some snacks. Y'all, we got to do better. See, like I said, I used to get involved in all this stuff in the communities, fighting for rights and fighting for voting rights, for cheating and fighting custody. But see, I pulled and restrained myself back from it because I said, wait a minute. I'm not finna, every time the other side or someone of another color unalive someone of my skin tone, I can't jump on their heads because first of all, I gotta jump on who's unaliving us first. And guess who's the number one unaliver of our kind? Well, of my skin tone, I would say. Us. We unalive each other every single day. It's even in the road raging. Y'all are unaliving each other in road rages over a piece of bread, bologna. You're unaliving your sisters and your brothers. People are going in communities knowing people are at work and your kids are roaming around these neighborhoods and areas and robbing and breaking in homes. And when the homeowner come out there and unalive them, you get a rally going. Oh, they didn't have to do that. They were number 14, 15 years old. No, baby, they needed to unalive that child. You want to know why? Because apparently he wasn't taught right. And even if that child, just say if the upbringing was right and exact, You went in somebody's stuff you had no business going into. We got to accept our consequences, just as if this lady that done walked up in Walmart allegedly shoplifting for Pampers. She says she got a receipt. They're going to be looking for that receipt. Ben Crump already in on it. Sub like Cupcake Up. Let's see what Miss Mona is saying. Is her not properly being considerate? No doubt, Miss Mona, for her child. Being selfish instead of getting a job? Yeah. Working for it, taking for other families that could potentially use those pampers. And Miss Cupcake, you don't gotta explain what you do with your body. Girl, say something, boo. Say something, beautiful young lady. Say it again, boo. Don't play with it. Salutes to Miss Moaning. Thank you for hanging in here, sticking with me. Thank you, Chef O. I don't know if you're still in here, but thank you for getting in here, with me. I really ain't too much talking about nothing this morning. I'm gonna come back and start trying to, go live a little bit, get my channel up, try to see if I can get my channel up. Y'all subbing like the Cupcake Up. But this is a tragedy. A 1-year-old. Hey, Haitian, salute, King. Thank you for getting in here. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you. Anybody new, please get in my chat. Tell me your name, where you from. If you don't want to say your name, sub to me, participate to the narrator. You can participate like that, and that will be a great blessing to me. But that child is gone now. And y'all know what? Guess what else finna happen? Y'all know what's next, right? Their baby, their baby been unalived, right? Guess what's finna happen? You know that lady ain't got no insurance on that baby. Now she's finna need a GoFundMe. So allegedly, you done went to Walmart shoplifting. Allegedly. Your baby got unalived by SPD, Senatobia Police Department. They say here he done went to an officer to a sheriff or whatever they done did. And then they say he's still actually working at the Walmart because they are deeming it as, the right choices made. I don't think he saw a 1-year-old in the vehicle, but y'all, it don't, if those vehicles are coming towards you, that's a weapon. We can unalive somebody. That vehicle will kill you. Officers are not trained to say, oh, it's such and such in a vehicle. We're not going to do it this way. No, at that point, you're trying to preserve your life. So it's going to be either you or me at this point. Okay, so let's go back to, my guy said salute to Chef. She needs to go to jail. Miss Mona, thank you, baby. If that lady went in there shoplifting and took that baby to that crime, it's a crime scene. Baby, you need to go to jail, baby. I ain't even looked your name up. I'm going to have to go even further, y'all, because the reason why I got on this up, because I saw some people from where I'm from Tennessee, that's down there in Senatobia. And I used to live in Mississippi. I used to live in Nesbitt, Mississippi. And y'all do know there are some Mississippi still carry Jim Crow laws. So she can get ready to be incarcerated. If she can't produce a receipt, or if Walmart can't show that she was at that counter buying that baby Pampers, y'all know what time it is. Her pride, as a bunch of Miss Mona, priorities are all messed up. You're right and exact. I'm here listening at work. Believe it. Big love, King. Big love, Chef O. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much. But yeah, Chef, Miss Mona, we just speaking on this incident that happened down here in the South in Senatobia. I don't know if Haitian King got up out of here. Haitian King, tomorrow is me and my grandbaby day. If you're still in here, I know you were like Cupcake. I ain't said or sent nothing. She got to have her done. I told my daughter, My grandbaby, she can't get on camera no any type of way, but tomorrow is her hair day because my grandbaby get her hair fixed, of course. And I wasn't gonna let her get on camera with me no any kind of way. And trust me, she's excited. She said thank you and all of that. And I appreciate you as well, Haitian King. Thank you. Big love to Haitian King, y'all. Mississippi lip. OG Yaya in the building. Salutes to OG Yaya. Salutes, y'all. Yaya. You know, we just talking about this girl if she went in there shoplifting with a baby in there. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Oh, she in trouble. She definitely in trouble. We already get. That's what I'm trying to say, Miss Moni. We already get stereotype. If you can buy the hair weave, the wigs, the nails, and the puff, you can buy that baby them pampers. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta say it. There is no excuse. If you can't ban your community, what they say, it takes a village. Where is the village? There's a village after this morning, after the tragedy, after the fact. That's why I don't show up at this stuff no more. Because first, I'm going to need my community to fight amongst each other with us unaliving each other first. First and foremost, y'all. I promise y'all, I was all in politics. I can show y'all pics. I was in all type of stuff. I had to stop doing it. I had to I said, nah, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm scared of my own kind. You understand me? Before I'm scared of another kind. You did? Okay, let's get in these comments, y'all. Y'all say Mississippi living something? Yeah, because I lived in Nesbitt. Don't play with it, baby. And once again, let's not forget, Jim Crow laws are still on the books in Mississippi. And that's another Confederate state, y'all. That's a Confederate state. They'll wave their flag at you in a minute. All right, let's get to Miss Mona. We read that about don't do the crime. Okay, OG Yaya, CPS probably stepped in until they notified. They gonna have to, because now this whole girl, all her background, all that's finna be pulled up. I think I saw one of her family members. They came out, and it was a man. I don't know if it was her daddy, uncle, or something. One of them came out. So my question is, if she went in there shoplifting, whoever you are, family member, why couldn't she come to you and ask for some pampers, to help her with some pampers? I'm just asking. It takes a village, right? Y'all a village now, standing up there at Walmart. Some of the people at work, I go, if I was at work at Walmart, I'd go home. I'd either go home, I wouldn't even came into that chaos. Let's see what Miss Mona's saying. We can't fight for black people if we're fighting. Miss Mona, that's all I'm saying. If we can't fight for black people, we can't fight for black people if we're unaliving each other. That's why I stopped getting involved, Miss Mona. That's why I stopped. I said, no, I ain't doing it. The 60 days are long gone. We don't support each other like we used to back when our aunties and mothers and fathers was growing up. They had a thirst back then to support and take care of each other. Now, if you find genuine people like that in your surroundings, you better hold on to them. All right, let's go back to the comments. All skin folks ain't kin folks. I just got a message. I got to see what's going on. Black Lives Matter doesn't, baby, they making millions off that Black Lives Matter stuff. That ain't nothing but an organization for money. Baby, they making so much money off there. And I think they said one of them folks started, a white lady, I think, allegedly. I'm not for sure. And I'm going to tell y'all something else that The NAACP, and I know y'all not gonna remember this when I bring this up about that lady. I think her name was Rachel. Black Lives Matter doesn't really support us unless it's getting mainstream. That's right, mainstream attention. Otherwise, there were countless on every day on the live and American men and women. That's another thing I used to bring up, Miss Monet, when Obama was in office. See, that goes back to that Obama stuff when that boy was on the line with them Skittles. And nobody, yeah, I'm covering myself up, y'all, because my chest is not the attention here. I don't want that to be the attention seeker because I'm standing on business. I'm sitting on business. I'm on my floor sitting on business. But yeah, you know, not one time Obama put in place that authority and certain things are gonna be held accountable for unlawfully unaliving blacks, whether you're in a position or not. They did that for them Asians though. When that COVID stuff went on, and y'all, we talked about this before. That man went in there, signed that bill. If you bully, unalive them Asians, and talking about that COVID stuff they done gave these diseases and stuff, you going down for a hate crime. And you going to spend about 10 and up years on that hate crime, unalive them Asians about that COVID stuff. They're going to call it a hate crime. Let's get back in this chat. I can't support the movement if it's just for money. Precisely. That's all that's about then. I never got involved in that Black Lives Matter stuff. I didn't buy a t-shirt. I didn't march. I didn't get involved in it because I already saw what was going on when they started it. You are correct. Okay, let's get back in it. It's honestly a mark. Yes, it's a mockery. It's a joke. It's a business. It's not what we want it to be. It's a business. They made BLM a business, baby. All right? Bunch of kleptomanics. Facts, OG y'all. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all in this chat talking about Trayvon Martin. That's who y'all so crazy. Exactly, y'all laughing at y'all. Miss Moni, yeah, and Chef Fo. You know, it's crazy. They have all the different laws for these different races. What about all races? Knock on wood. Say it again. Say it again for the ones in the back around the globe and all around the world. Talk back, talk. Tell me. Good question. You know, but y'all remember they let that girl that she looked like she did go for a high yellow or looked like she could have been mixed. I can't think of her full name, but her name was Rachel something. And they let that girl in the NAACP. And in fact, she had a position. And later on, it came out that lady was white. Say it ain't so, y'all. Y'all remember that? What's Chef Fo and OG y'all Miss Mona? I know y'all remember that. Do y'all remember the end? And I didn't ever like what's that old reverend guy that was up there on that balcony with MLK, and he thought he was gonna be the next slick MLK, that old cornbread looking ninja that recently died, that pastor, whatever. What's that guy name, y'all? Not Al Sharpton, the one that just recently died. Rachel Chef. I knew y'all knew. Rachel Dolezal. Did y'all believe that when y'all saw that? If that lady was a racist white lady, everybody in that camp would have got on the left. Let me go back and that Hoover. We finna read about that. And Hoover was a cross-dresser. Did y'all know that? Slick, sissified. No, I ain't supposed to be saying it. They have all different types of laws for these different races. Okay, what about, We're always last to party when it comes to these laws. You right and exact, Miss Mona. Right, that's our name, Chef Fo. Rachel Dozer, whatever, like you say, we know who we talking about. This lady had a head position over the NAACP. That lady wanted to be black so bad. She disowned her parents. So guess what she did, y'all? She went where she was accepted. That's another thing. Our race always forgiving, and we're always allowing and accepting people. Even in our culture, we always showing them and teaching them our secrets and our deeds and things of doing in our culture that really should be left alone. Have y'all noticed that in different cultures they only teaches us that far? You really got to get the stuff on the inside, or know somebody, or have somebody in that culture a part of your family line to really get what's going on outside of your own culture. They'll teach you their language, but all the other stuff, we the only culture. Even Africans don't really teach you everything. Our culture is the only one that open our doors to any and everybody. Look at the music industry. There is no way, and no shade or hate to Cardi B. There is no way Cardi can barely talk. J-Lo is another one. How did they reach the charts like that? And they of a whole nother culture. They exceeded over our own kind. They beat us at our own game. And we the ones taught it to them. Cardi B was taught that. J-Lo was taught that by who? You think she was taught that by her own kind? No, she wasn't. No, they weren't. They was taught like that through people that look like me. All right, let me get in these comments. I think some of the 60s and 70s babies let us. They did, y'all. I've been preaching that same thing. Due to the Intel Pro and J. Not I'm finna read the rest of y'all comments. Not only that, back then in the 60s, they were too busy trying to belong. We need to segregate. I even went through segregation, y'all. Did y'all know that? And I'm a 70s baby. They segregate. They sent some buses to our communities where I live to segregate the schools. They sure did. They went and segregated our school. They sent us to segregate the schools. I lived through segregation. I got a bit of it. Sure did. They bust us out to their communities. And this was down here in Tennessee. History. All right. But the J. Edgar Hoover. Y'all know they said something about they burnt the building down or did something. So all that information and evidence has now disappeared. It's gone. Somebody didn't want something revealed. And yeah, I puffed all this up because that's not important today. It's crazy, y'all. J. Edgar Hoover was a cross-dresser. You know what I'm saying? And he had all this information on people, on Kennedy, on JFK. He actually orchestrated a lot of that civil rights stuff, and Mega Edwards and them, and he actually orchestrated a lot of those unaliveds back then. He orchestrated it. He got them files, baby. They got some mean files that ain't been opened up. And y'all saw when Trump was saying to open them files, them Kennedy files and stuff all up, and they claiming that it ain't nothing new to reveal. But I believe that's a lie. I don't believe that. Y'all know the government ain't gonna reveal what's extra. And see, like I tell people as well, J.F. Kennedy didn't initially go with Martin Luther King. His brother Bobby went to him and said, Kennedy, the only way you're going to win this election, you're going to have to combine with, you're going to have to become friends with MLK and the black community. That's how you're going to win this election. To naturally win it on your own, you're not going to get it. Because remember, y'all, at that time, they were fighting. They were fighting for the rights. So that's when they sent them kids, was it in Alabama or Arkansas, them four kids to that school, and they was spitting on them and stuff, and they had to have an army, walk with them in there. So Kennedy, although the Kennedys, they Irish, so they're Irish are known as good people and helping people. He didn't just, I don't think Kennedy was a bad guy, but they had a lot of stuff going on too. Y'all know that family was cursed. A lot of tragedy went through that family. His son, they died in the airplane, crash and stuff. A lot of stuff went on with them Kennedys. Way before we were born. I think his dad died in the airplane crash. But them folks had money all the time. Did y'all know that Kennedy Daddy was a booster, a bootlegger, not a booster? He was a bootlegger. They had that liquor, baby. Oh yeah, they were some gangsters. Irish, they were some gangsters, baby. You better ask somebody. Okay, let's get back to these comments. I know who you're talking about, wearing all that black makeup and was lying, saying, yes, ma'am, Rachel. Rachel. Oh, Rachel. And I think she was somewhere. I ain't looked her up in a while to see where she at. Y'all, I think she still kind of talk crazy and want to claim that black stuff. Hell, sometimes I don't want to claim black. She want to be black more than me. And she hot yellow. But they do that, y'all, they go to who accepts them. Such as like we see on this internet. People go to who accepts them. Right, Yaya. Yaya says correct. History is a lie. We won't know what said, baby. We won't know what really happened back then because they spent everything to benefit themselves. It's all based off skin color, right, and exact facts, and how much they're willing to sell themselves. Ain't that something? So we'll never have rights. We'll never be rightfully treated correctly. Do y'all remember that movie from California, Fruit? What was it called? Fruit Valley. The name of the movie was the area of California where that black boy was in a subway and them boys got to fighting in that subway or whatever, or train area, wherever they was, Fruit Valley something. I might be saying it wrong. And them police got after them, and the boy had his hands behind his back and shot him in the head. I think they on the live. Excuse me for suing. Y'all told me don't say that word. On the live and put it in his head. That movie had me crying so hard, y'all. It shook me up. I said, oh my gosh, no, Fruit Valley, it's a part of California, but they made a movie out of it. I think it was in California. And y'all sub and like the Cupcake Cup. Any newcomers, get in my chat, talk back to me, tell me where you're from, give me your name, and I hope you're having a great, grand, blessed day. Thank y'all for participating and showing love to the narrator. It's a blessing, it's thankful, and I'm grateful. They gonna support each other. Share all the time. We the ones don't support each other. See, now they down in Senatobia at the Walmart supporting the tragedy after the fact. But nobody couldn't get this girl. 10 people could have gave $10, $2 a piece for this child to have some Pampers, some snacks, and 2-3 outfits from Walmart. She got family members that are coming out. This baby shouldn't be on the line. You are right. But that girl shouldn't have been in there shoplifting with her baby in there. Now, young lady, you said you paid for the Pampers and you got receipts. Being crump on it, y'all. So, okay. But we won't, folks. It's kind of ironic and sad, honestly. Facts. In Mississippi, the KKK put a burning cross in front of, yeah, they known for that. They still do that little tricky stuff now. They'll do that in like Alabama and Mississippi right today, y'all. You right. They'll slick do some stuff. Now KK is doing other things. They are behind the scene. See, they got them in our judicial system now, in our police departments and stuff now. So they found another format to not put the sheets over their head, but they still had their little wizard meetings and all that. They still do what they do. That is no doubt. You know, they just planted everywhere. They done planted their seeds all over. You know, it's in particularly in the South where they linger strong. But he doesn't want to. Ooh, let me go back, y'all. Oh, y'all, I'm finna come to y'all. I see Spawn, y'all done got in here. Thank y'all. What's up, Spawn? Big love. Big love, Spawn. I think you were speaking on the turn, the four. Wait a minute. Hold up, y'all. I missed something. But he doesn't want to open those Epstein files when they are going to lock up the. Because too many people, all of the rich, wealthy people involved in it, Miss Moni. You right. And y'all, I'm finna scroll down and get to y'all. Hey, Spawn, salutes. Thank y'all for getting in my chat and participating. Okay. Yeah, they ain't finna fool with that, baby. That's money. And y'all got, if y'all think Epstein is deceased, unalive, keep thinking it. Epstein has been shipped off to somewhere else to live. And that Maxine lady, that lady is living good. She probably finna get released after a while in a year or two. Maxine, whatever her name is. That lady done lived good. She knows Epstein all his secrets. She sat back and allowed it, and she participated in it. All of Hollywood and the wealthy participate. Y'all know what I heard about that too. See, y'all just thinking sexual deeds and stuff were going on there. They were unaliving them folks and drinking these folk allegedly. Drinking these folk blood and getting their skin, drafting their skin, y'all. To stay looking, y'all. Don't y'all see how desperate Hollywood and the wealthy trying to J-Lo them? They in their 50s and they want to look like a 20-year-old at Demi Moore now. And they draw their skin all up to stay looking skinny and have their face out looking like this, y'all. Maybe I need to go down there and do it. Look, y'all. Y'all know I'm having fun. But maybe I need to do it. Yeah, they say they drinking blood down there, allegedly. Unaliving them, putting new skin drafts on their body. And I believe it. And do y'all know if they still living on that island? The island is not shut down. So, what's really going on? Epstein is not deceased, y'all. Y'all can think that a lot of these folks ain't deceased. Y'all remember they said Obama found that boat that who was Osama, whoever that man was, that Arab was on there, and they say they shot him down and threw him in the sea. Y'all know they lying. A lot of them folks ain't gone, y'all. They done shipped them off in a quiet location where them folks can still live a certain type of way. You just can't come back to the States no more. If you do, you better look a whole certain type of way. Can't come back to the States no more. You got to go where we send you at. Because if you disobey us and get out of our custody or where we know you are, where we sent you, you will get locked up or on the line. Plus, you got too much information. You know too much. Why y'all think Diddy? Y'all don't think Diddy was supposed to get on the line? He's not on the line for a reason. Then he got too much money out there spreading around. He don't, But anyway, let me get to y'all comments. Hold up, let's see what we got going. Okay, we did that. But wait a minute. What Mona say? But hold on, y'all. But he doesn't want to open. Okay, we got that. I think you were speaking on the term for black usually refers to the victim. Oh yeah, I remember that church. I remember. Oh yeah, y'all, that was so sad. And y'all, one of the sisters of the four little girls, y'all, they still do documentaries and interviews on some of them folks, family members and stuff that was in that church that day or whatever. And the girl say her sister, when she's either she saw her sister or when they saw her sister, the brick was embedded in that baby's head. That's the four little girls. I remember that too, y'all. Man, y'all, what a tragedy. She said that piece of brick was in her sister's head. Sad situation, y'all. What's up, Spawn? Salutes. All right, the little Rock Nine were a group of nine. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, y'all. African American student. That's what I'm talking about in Little Rock Central High School in 1957. And y'all saw that they were spitting on them. Oh, them people, they were mad. Y'all, they were mad. I'm gonna tell y'all something else I grew up on too. Do y'all remember our school books? You got to be a 70 babies to know this. When I was in, I think, the first and second grade, our books read like this. See Mary Jane walk across the street. I see Mary Jane. Do y'all remember that? If y'all do, if you remember it like me, we were behind. That's how they wanted us to read. I see Spot go across the street. Even me, as a 70s, I'm telling y'all, I was in the first and second grade. I remember it just as show enough today in 2026. They had to make legislation or whatever, go in there and throw all that mess away and get us up to date with the other kids, with the other culture, with the white people. This is no lie, y'all. I'm telling y'all what I experienced as a 70s baby. And this was late 70s. It wasn't even the early 70s. All right, let's keep rolling. Yeah, what a tragedy of the that wasn't a tragedy. The Rock Nine, the Central High School, but they were spending them, and y'all know them folk were scared. I think like one or two are still living. If y'all go back, y'all can see what they were saying now. The ones that are still alive. Y'all, that had to been a brave, scary moment right there. They were mad. Ooh. And y'all, Arkansas hold his name too. Arkansas, there ain't too much kingdom coloreds either. I can tell you that right now. There are certain parts of Arkansas you do not want to be in. And they're going to let you know they don't care for you and like you. Heber Springs, Griff Ferry Lake, and I vacationed out there. It's a short. I got a short where I'm on one of these lakes, Griff Ferry Lakes. Beautiful place. Number rich and wealthy people be out there. You not a straggler just going to them areas right there. But the only reason I was allowed to be out there, of course, you already know. I was with people that wasn't of my skin tone. You think them folks liked it that? But they respected that because I'm with their kind. You understand what I'm saying? And y'all, this wasn't no 20, 30 years ago. This was a couple of years ago. I'm just letting y'all know. Arkansas don't play that stuff either. Arkansas do not play that. Keep on thinking you free. We ain't free yet. That's why I stopped getting involved in a lot of stuff, y'all. I stopped fighting because I tell people we are not fully free yet. I can't. First, I got to fight amongst my own people. Let me get in these comments. Y'all say, what's up, Spawn? Them folks was selling. My chef, foe, if you still in here. That's what I'm, baby, they was some Irish gang. Chef, oh no. Show up. We talking about them Kennedys, y'all. And they had their bag too. They had clout, power, and had their bag. Woo, they were nothing nice. Them Irish ninjas, them Kennedys. And such a tragedy that was befalled on their family, y'all. It was like it was just doomed from the start. They was already getting on the live in plane crashes and stuff. But y'all, when his son died, y'all know that was one of the finest, gorgeous men that ever lived. J.F. Kennedy Jr. Who didn't love J.F. fine ass J? Oh my, y'all. Whew, that boy was fine. That was so fine. And if y'all don't, I'm talking to the ladies now. I know Miss Mom on him. I don't know if you go to the other side or not, baby. But go look up some shots on JFK Jr., baby. Whoa, that boy was handsome. It was a tragedy when we lost that boy there. All right, KupcaKe. Oh, hey, time 1888. Big love salutes y'all. KupcaKe and God's people, morning blessing, having a productive Wednesday. Amen. Today, stay consistent and healthy. God bless my young black teenagers that are going to become men. Ooh, it's racist, baby. It never stopped. We're just more accepted now. We got just a little bit more freedom. But and like y'all said, the baby is it's the baby boomers' fault. They didn't fight the fight right, nor did they finish it. They didn't finish it. But I'm gonna tell you how I know they didn't finish it. Because me growing up, we used to travel. My dad used to take us traveling all the time. And as a young kid, I used to, when we go to these buildings or these capitals or whatever, I used to see the Confederate flags flowing. And I used to be like, we ain't supposed to be here. Because them flags meant we not welcome because we black. But I started asking questions as a young girl, and I was told to be quiet. Now, as y'all see, I guess the last 4 or 5 years, it was a fight to take the Confederate flags down. And I said, for what? And statues down. Why are this day history? They are allowed to keep their history going. We the only ones that don't know our bloodline, our history. We were never taught it. Hell, they didn't even teach us that when the slaves was running away, the sun, was it the moon? The moon helped directed them people to freedom. The rug the slaves made, they put them patterns in them rugs. See, the masters didn't know. They put them, which you can see, them quilts, not the rugs, maybe in rugs too. Yeah, if you got a grandmama, auntie doing them quilts, they been taught that old stuff. Y'all see them patterns in them quilts? You can't master that. It take a special type. When you got that history in your bloodline that's doing them quilts and rugs and put that pattern in there, that detailed pattern in there, you got something on your hand. You better ask every question you can to that loved one or family member. They know something. Go look at your quilt or rug and see that pattern and that design in there. Showed them folks, that was a map. Showed them folks how to get to freedom or to the safe haven place. I don't want to drop it down too long, y'all, to see something. The wrong thing, you understand me? The cutters. Anyway, thank you for that good inspiration time, 18188. Fruit Air Station. Chef O, I don't know if you still in here, baby, but you hear. Yes, Fruit Bell, y'all, I got choked up and I couldn't watch that movie no more after that first time. I think that I watched it like 2 more times and I had to let it go. I was angry. I was hurt. My heart balled up. And I'm going to tell y'all about another boy I salute. My stomach balled up in knots. I mean, oh my gosh, y'all. Fruitvale Air Station. It hurt. It was so hurtful to me, y'all. Do y'all remember that boy, Jay-Z Help? They said he stole something and they sent him to Rikers Island. What was that boy named? Chef OG, y'all, I know y'all know. They beat him up in Rikers Island. They say he stole some headsets or headphones or something. And when Jay-Z, I think Jay-Z helped him get out of Rikers Island. Oscar, y'all know something in this chat. See, that's why I got the food with the grown folks. Oscar Grant. Y'all, when I saw, Lord have mercy, y'all. And see, that's another one y'all don't hear nobody talk about. Y'all, he unalived himself. And y'all, my thing was, I saw when Jay-Z stepped in on it. He was telling Jay-Z how he wanted to do this, do this, do this, do that. Whether he stole the stuff or not, we really don't know. He probably did. We don't know. But the thing of it is, he was tortured. Y'all, the way they did that boy in Rikers Island, Lord have mercy. Ooh, they tore him up, y'all. That had me on my knees crying. I was so hurt. And y'all, the boy never recuperated or recovered from it. Y'all, hold on. I'm finna get down in my chat and read what y'all got going. That hurted me so bad about Oscar Grant, y'all. Because he ended up unaliving himself. He pulled that rope in that window and he hung himself. And I know I'm probably not supposed to say that, but it was so eerie how his story went. And it goes back to me with Jay-Z. I'm like, I wonder, did Jay-Z give him a couple of thousands? And I think he didn't have a car. I think he did start working and stuff after that. But I don't think he had a car. I can't remember if anybody knows Chef or anybody. Did Jay-Z help him get a car or anything? I don't know if Jay-Z got him some money or what. Because sometimes, y'all, you got these celebrities and stuff. They'll do things for promotion or to get stuff under their belt. They're not really doing it from the heart. But I don't know. I got to believe Jay-Z did it from the heart. But I was wondering, I wonder, did Jay-Z take him clothes shopping? Did he offer him some certain thing? Or did he offer him, hey man, you could come work for me? You understand what I'm saying? You could get on my payroll. So that Oscar story is kind of eerie to me. I don't know, I hate that happened to that young man. He had so much potential, sad situation, y'all. Have you heard about hold on, Miss Moni. Where was we at? He said Northwest Memphis. Y'all so crazy. Hold on, where I'm at, y'all. Okay, have you heard about the IG model that was hung up by her girl? Miss Monin. That's another eerie thing. He claiming she had started saying she was going to unalive herself, commit suicide. Miss Monin, something is up with that. That man had millions at first. Come to find out, he didn't have them bag no more. And he was trying to still get this girl and live this lavish lifestyle. Because we already see how she was looking and living. So you think she was going to deal with somebody broke or impoverished? Sometimes we set ourselves up for greed and wrong. All money, that is a true saying, all money ain't good money. And then, they say they went into her hotel. They say they were arguing earlier. And the staff came to break it up and separate them. And y'all know what that argument probably, y'all get to know what the argument was about. Money. And that was that baby birthday. Y'all sub and like the cupcake up, please. That was their child's birthday. But sometimes, but people lie to you too. I'm sure he was lying to her. We can do this, we got this, we got that. But when it hit the fan and he saw that she was trying to do this and do that, because that's what she had been doing, he said, oh no. Because he knew he was going to eventually start getting declined. Not only that, if she would have found out he ain't got that sack no more, she was going to reveal it and leave him alone. Well, you ain't got it no more, baby. I don't need you no more. I'm fine. I look good. I could go find me another millionaire. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to be careful out here. You know, it's a suspicious story with that, Miss Moni. I agree with you. Something ain't right about that. But we do know money played a part in it. Because that man, he built a wonderful, I forgot what he did. He did something with Bitcoin or something he did. And they say that man made millions off of it. But he ended up losing a fortune through misfortune. And he ain't had that money no more. And he was obviously apparently lying to her as if he still had the bag. Girl was on an expedition in a safari, touching the animal. Y'all saw it. Touching elephants and stuff, walking with the tiger, whatever they was over there walking with, in the safari. Black American young lady. And I think Cardi paid for her funerals. Hats off, salutes to Cardi B for that. She went on and paid for that child funeral, and I think for her to come on back to the States as well. But as far as I know, they don't let that man go, y'all, and said that he good. They don't let that man go. Okay, let's keep moving. Epstein was literally Miss Money, so you know. Boom. Kaboom. Kaboom. Okay, I thought I was the only one that knew. That's exactly what's been going on. And Miss Moni, people ain't gonna believe it. But that's what they've been doing. Eating people, cannibalism, trying to stay young or whatever those, you around certain type of people. I'm telling you, y'all, folks with that bag, with them Epstein money, P. Diddy and them with that type of money, they don't operate like us, y'all. Everybody like, how did Cassidy, how did she let them urinate all in her mouth and face? They don't operate like us. Man, and stuff, they doing more devious thing than that. That young Miami bros and her sister say they like to get golden showers. P on me, they some nasty heifers. Them hens, them some nasty. Man, for real, man. I don't even support them type of ignorant because they promote their ignorance to our young people, to these black girls. I don't even try to be them. I just don't really support them a lot because they support a lot of foolishness. And that sexy red girl too. I sure enough can't stand her. Anybody that support them sexy reds and them and all that, you already know what type of life and whom they are. They trash too, cause sexy red is pure trash. Pure trash. Let me get back to these comments. Hold on, y'all. Ooh, y'all in here, y'all typing too in the Epstein's file. Hold on. They unalive those two girls by sex strangling. Yeah, that's what they do. Asphyxiation, strangle them. Someone must help y'all. I guess the law only applies to the poor. Yeah, if you ain't got it. I was watching a movie yesterday where this couple went to this island. It's called it's on Tubi, y'all. It's called something about a infinity pool or something, where this man hit and unalived somebody. And what they did, he paid the government to clone him, y'all. Cause they left the scene, they left him dead there, and he got snitched on. So he paid the government to clone him for the clone to get the execution. Riddle me that. And if y'all don't think they out here cloning stuff, keep thinking that government, keep thinking these movies we see ain't for real. Y'all think they just pull this stuff out their brain. Sometimes they brain Stephen King them is crazy as hell. But a lot of that stuff true. That cloning and going on. Why y'all think these animals come out with 3 heads and stuff? A double-headed snake. A cow come out with 4 eggs. 4 eggs. 4 heads and 10 eyes. And then they even doing stuff with humans. Baby come out deformed a type of way. If the mother, sometimes, the mothers or the father body can be part of that too, drugs or deformity of do y'all have y'all heard about the claw people? These folks were literally born with claw hands. This shit true. They had them in circus thing, the claw family. They had crab hands and they were strong as hell. The daddy actually unalived his wife. He about this 3 feet tall with claw hands, and the wife was actually tall. He unalived his wife with claw hands. Man, y'all better wake up and man. Look, let me get to these comments, man. Let me get to these comments, baby. Hold on, y'all. Let me go down. The Little Rock 9. Okay, I saluted 1881. Fruitville. Eating the babies. Just another John Van Der salute. That's good. That's that. Wait a minute. Oh, that's that boy that unalived that girl over there on that island. He was another one. He paid for his freedom too. Guess what ended up happening, y'all? Y'all know his dad deceased now. They knew he had unalived that girl. I can't think of her name all the time, but they had that bad. Now today, he did that to another girl, and they finally got him. He's locked up now for doing the very same. He kidnapped and unalived a whole nother girl, and they finally got him, y'all. And the dad is deceased now. You ain't got Pop's money no more. All right, let's keep moving. Someone, yeah, I guess, okay, only applies to the poor people. Yeah, they unalive those girls by strangulation in the Epstein's files. Exactly. Let's talk about why they keep releasing those sickness out for more and more people to get sick. Hospital, morgues, banks, insurance company need more. Baby, that insurance company, the biggest fraud. You sure know what to say. They don't even want to pay you. When your house catch on fire or you get unalive. You are right and exact, Miss Mom. The biggest scam on earth. It's all systematic in my eyes. You're absolutely correct, ma'am. That's right. That is so correct. Cold game. Yeah. Facts. Valbarine, Texarkana, Pine Bluff. Wait a minute, y'all. Something happened. Cause you ain't talking about the actor, are you? Not West Mid. Y'all a mess. My mom calls the rat and a cat. You hear me, Shelfo? Your mom is right and exact. Racist bastards are more bold now with their racism because of the toupee. Well, we know some toupee wearing ninjas, don't we? That ninja down there in California where them he got them hand picked in his head. They literally just called Michelle Obama a man the other day. Ooh, yeah, y'all, they been calling that lady that. Y'all know why they called her lady that? Because she's not the attraction that they feel like she should be. Perhaps they probably saying she should, his wife, because Obama's handsome. We can't deny that he's a nice looking man, a man from Hawaii. They probably won't think his wife should look like Kamala Harris. And I believe Obama has slick cheated on Michelle too. They just kept it quiet. They kept it under the wraps because they don't want that to get out there. I believe he has cheated on that lady. Ain't no way that man around all that beauty because Michelle got rid of one of his secretaries when he was in office. She was an attractive lady, and they say she was coming and wearing them tight skirts and stuff, and they had to get rid of her, baby, because it was a distraction, and I don't blame her. Don't bring that temptation around her husband because temptation is just what it is. Ain't nobody barred or exempt from it, and that's a fact, Jack. Lawrence Fish, wake up. What you said on School Days? School Days was a good movie, y'all. It was a good lesson in School Days too for us as we were growing up. Ain't nothing wrong with what you said. JFK Jr. was a fine Irishman. Who that boy was fine. Lord, when that plane went down, we said, oh no. Then y'all, when he got married, we said, no, he not married, but said, I ain't even know the man. I'm like, he not married, but said he up in New York. Y'all know them hens were jealous, boy. That was a fine boy, that boy. They wanted to teach the European people where from, when in reality, African American people were from Egypt. Like, why is the nose? Miss Mona, that's a great question, ain't it? Because we really need to know the form of that nose. Was it flat? Was it poked out? Was it plump? I mean, how was it? I agree. I agree. Oscar is Khalif Browder. Chef, who was Oscar Grant? That's who it was, Chef. He's out of jail right now. Hold up, y'all. I'm Mick Khalif. That was that baby name, y'all. Oscar Grant is the actor name, I think. Khalif. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh, y'all, I'm so behind in the comments. Hold up. That's his name, Khalif Show lives. I just had forgot it because it been so long ago since I've read on him and looked them up, y'all. Khalif Browder. That's his name. The boy that went to Rikers Island. Y'all, I cried when they beat that boy up. They beat that boy up so bad on Rikers Island. Jay-Z stepped in on it. Lord have mercy. Like Cat Williams said, we don't know why liars lie, and they also love to rewrite history all the time. That's correct. They activated the Willie Lynch letters, and we're the prey. And that Willie Lynch letter still going on. That man said it. If you keep what I done told y'all in place, them niggas gonna be in bondage for thousands of years. And I be darned and doggone if that Willie Lynch letter don't. I got the book. Don't stand tall right today. Everything that boy put in there is right and exact. He said the task is to keep them fighting and against each other. And he stated in that book, he said, I tell you what, we can teach them. They're going to come to us for jobs and stuff. We teach them just enough to make them think we care and love them and that we've actually taught them everything. If the Willie Lynch letter is the second book to one of the greatest books in the whole wide world. We know the first one is the Bible. That Willie Lynch letter, if you ain't read it, go buy you one, go get you one off the Amazon. That's that book there. And he was just talking on how to keep the niggas fighting each other. Ninjas. Always keep them in a ruckus and which is going on right today. Let's keep going. You said something there, baby. That Willie Lynch ain't no joke. They also use psychological warfare on us. The agency unalived our leaders. That goes back to who you posted. That cross dresser. The boy that had the files. You know who I'm talking about. You posted them earlier. The headquarters down there in Washington. It goes back to him. Yeah, he orchestrated a lot of this stuff. Okay, he was one of the Triple K leaders, and his stupid theory is still show you right. Facts. Yeah, my Khalif Browder, that's that young man now. That hurt me so bad, y'all. I sobbed hard about that, but man. And I said, I wonder why nobody ain't never saloon Khalif Browder talking about him or posting him up. That young man hung himself, y'all. Oh, that was sad, y'all. That lady, I think his mama, somebody say he came home, baby, hanging out the window, y'all. Lord have mercy. We fell for the bull crap for paraphrasing from what MAK said. I think I'm luring my people into a burning building. OG, y'all. Yep. 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 Facts, Moni. And he's out of jail right now. Miss Moni, walking around. Safe, comfortable. Facts. Yeah. Oscar is the Fruitville guy, and Khalif Browder is the J. Thank you, Sheriff. Thank you. You are correct. Sad situation on both ordeals. Two black men. You know, tragedy. Other sources were claiming he was accusing her of cheating. Who, Moni? Other sources claim he was accusing her of cheating. Because I done said so much and I done lost track. They do blood faces from a baby's pride. Do quote unquote make. Yes. Yes, Miss Monin. Skin drafting and stuff and eating the babies and the blood drinking and going on. Those women promote being whores and not selling down. They promote. Oh, you talking about Cassidy? I think you talking about Cassidy, Miss Monin. They promote broke homes. If that's cute. I be trying to tell them. You better holler if you hear me. Jezebel spirit is running rapid. Man, have y'all ever took the time? I'm talking about even if you don't go in the Bible, go in there and read about Jezebel, the lady from the Bible, as we know, and her daughter. Y'all don't never hear about her daughter do it. All we heard of and spoke on was Jezebel, right? And I forgot her daughter. Her daughter name was Jezreel, something like that. She had one of them type of names, but they were beautiful, gorgeous women. So was Salome, Salome, the one that asked for John the Baptist's head to be on a silver platter. Y'all go read about Jezebel and her daughter. Man, y'all gonna get the whole woo. Y'all talking about some treacherous going on, some deceit and deceiving. Jezebel even had her husband. Oh, she got her husband in trouble. Read about Jezebel and her daughter, y'all. Interesting. Read about Salome, the king's stepdaughter, King Herod's stepdaughter, who asked for John the Baptist's head on a silver platter. Y'all don't never hear about her, do y'all? Y'all never hear the story on her. Legend says she died almost with a servant head. I don't know how true it is, y'all. That's what legend says. Legend says Judas the Iscariot, or Judas that betrayed Christ, they say he committed suicide. In fact, says the first suicide that was committed was Judas, the one that betrayed Christ. But if y'all don't want to read about nobody else, I would say to you, read about Jezebel and her daughter, Jezariah, something her name is, and Shalom, the stepdaughter of King Herod, that requested she danced for her stepdaddy. And the stepdaddy said, this biblical days now, y'all. And y'all know they had them grand grape feasts back then, that good wine and good fruits and vegetables back there, good food. That they had that lamb on that table, fresh lamb and stuff, whatever they were eating back then. They had a feast that day. And the girl was so beautiful and fine. Salome's supposed to be King Herod's stepdaughter, was so gorgeous and fine that he said, if you dance for me, and y'all know it was a lot of belly dancing back in them days, because they was, Parisians or whatever y'all know their ethnical bloodline. Them people were gorgeous with long black hair and stuff back in them days, silk hair. And he said, whatever you ask for. The evilness of some women, y'all. Some treacherous women out here, y'all. That's why we find them in dumpsters and unalived. And y'all say don't mess with the babies and the women. But now, y'all, don't leave the babies alone. I still stand with that. But some of these women are worse than men. And that's why we find them stiff in rigor mortis style a lot. Because they doing a lot of dirty deeds out here. But that girl, Salam, asked for the head of John the Baptist. And John the Baptist knew he was going to die. He was spreading the word. They didn't want to hear him speak about there's going to be someone after him that comes. And they didn't want to hear about the coming of Christ that was going to walk the earth. This is all Bible, whether you believe it or not. I believe the Bible is correct. I know some things been taken out of it, and you got to go other directions to find more about it. That's why I'm telling y'all to go outside the Bible. The stories are interesting. Read about Jezebel, Jezariah, her daughter, whatever her daughter name is, and Salam, the stepdaughter of King Herod. But moving on, y'all. Let me get through this. The harlots of the Bible. OG y'all put that in my brain when he said Jezebel spirits, in which we still say that saying today. They kicked old Jezebel out that window, y'all. They knocked her out that window. Them dogs tore Jezebel up, tore her apart out there. See, sometimes we gotta kick them out to the dogs and let the dogs eat it, such as that girl, that's that dog, that old sheep dog that's roaming around. Who is it? Nate to the Never. That sheep dog right there roaming around and needs somebody to capture it. But yeah, let's get back to it. They do blood faces from babies and privates do quote unquote make which is this from the Bible? I'm saying it's wrong, money, but it's true. That reminds me of Jacob and Rachel. Yeah, the deceivement of Jacob and Rachel going on. You won't believe me, but I saw that spirit on me. Its skin was super dark. I was sleeping next to a yamp. What's a yamp, baby? Now y'all be getting too fancy sometimes. And caught that and caught that Jezebel spirit smiling from the corner of my eye. Yeah, that's a dangerous, the Instagram model. That's a dangerous, you don't wanna, Jezebel and them and that Salami girl, the stepdaughter of King Herod. That's some devious type stuff. Also, they have now where you can artificially, hold on, wait a minute, where they can artificially, inseminate, and you can choose, of your child and children. Ain't that something? Sure can, Miss Mona. That's what them stars doing it right now. If you got the money, you could get anything you want done. You see they reviving. Y'all, them rich people and them white folks got so tired of their children and their loved ones being found in the middle of the street, on the side of alleyways and parking lots, unconsciously over a overdose. The scientists went in there and created Narcan to revive you from an overdose. Talk to me, chat. What did you say? You done created a drug to bring me back from a death in overdose. And Lord knows, if that knocking don't bring you back from that overdose, you got some strong stuff in you. If that knocking does not revive you, y'all see I got my dress pulled up, from that overdose, you dead for real. Every time I saw it administered, it brought them people back. And it's after effects after that stuff, y'all. When them folks get revived from that knocking, your dopamines, it mess with your brain. But that's another story. But I just pray people get their proper treatment and help. But to bring somebody back from that overdose, that's some cold stuff, ain't it, y'all? But don't you forget, that's your brain, your vital signs. That heart, if you got something that's what do you call it? If you doing that, how that elevates and stimulate your heart, Now you're gonna mess yourself out because I think I heard when they put that knocking in you, it can elevate your heart rate as well. Yeah, so you have to. They sometimes they want you to stay in the hospital 2-3 days after they done administered that stuff, and a lot of people refuse hospitalization and all that stuff, and some more problems escalate, or they go back to doing their drugs because they think that's a damn high to get revived. A addictive mind, you just can get high off of anything, glue, smelling fingernail polish, all that is a high. Ain't that something, y'all? But anyway, you won't believe. Okay, you say that dog spirit got up on you, but let's see what else. I think he meant okay. Okay, young. Oh, he said it's a tramp, Miss Moni. Now wait a minute. I know, right? Talking about a tramp. You can. Yeah, Miss Moni. You can have a heart attack from it. I done caught up with y'all now. Right. You know, we got to be careful out here. It's a lot going on out here, y'all. Y'all were good to me today. I'm gonna go back live again. Hopefully, some of y'all go live share for Miss Mona ain't about. I'm getting y'all chat today. I think I got a little free time there. I gotta go do something and come on back and get myself start preparing myself for early in the morning. Then I'm gonna take my grandbaby out tomorrow evening. She want those crab legs. Let show her crunching them crab legs up. I don't even know how to crunch them up. She know how to do it. I don't. So I got to take her to get this seafood tomorrow evening. And I'm going to enjoy her tomorrow. She going to get her little hair freshly fixed. And I'm going to put that up here for y'all to see that. I'm going to make sure I'm in a video, y'all, because they want to shut your channel down for that stuff now. Put them kids in there. Oh, Big Lord 100. You know they have Kool-Aid crack. Ugh, I don't get involved in that. I don't know nothing about that, baby girl. And then y'all know they doing that. What's that? That Kool-Aid pineapple stuff they got going there too, y'all. I don't. Yeah, they doing all type of stuff. So we have to be careful with these trends. They say a bunch of these TikTokers and stuff doing all these trends, and they've been on the line. So we gotta watch out, people. Watch our kids. Stop doing that bungee jumping. And y'all, I bungee jump over a lake. And boy, at that particular time, y'all. Oh, I was having fun and like good fun too. Cause you know what? You got to know I just won 100% all the way there. You're bungee jumping. But that girl bungee jumped. They just threw that girl down there. That girl didn't have a rope, and her fiance was in the line. They threw that girl over there. I bungee jumped one time. I'll never do it again in my life. I was in that helicopter in Hawaii over that Pacific Ocean. Meaning, if that plane and my daughter was in that helicopter with me, I was more praying for her more so than me. And I told my daughter, I said, let me tell you something. This here is nothing to play with. You don't ride over nothing in no helicopter. And y'all know even paramedic helicopters has crashed and killed everybody on board, unalived everybody on board. I told her, don't you ever get on a helicopter again. This is dangerous. You pay this money, get on these helicopters. It ain't nothing to play with. The helicopter go down, everybody gone. Unless you parachute up out of there. And that's going to take me. You're going to have, because the way the lady was explaining it to us, you pull the seat down so you can float. And I'm like, who the hell? If you crash in that plane or that, they tell us that on the aircraft, or that helicopter going to zoom, you ain't thinking to ungrip and undo. She was like, you can use the seats for floats to float in the ocean. In the Pacific, in some kind of way, it was for us to do a parachute, y'all. Y'all, I prayed hard that day. Lord, no, I said, Lord, if this helicopter go in this ocean, and it was a beautiful scenery, y'all. It was so gorgeous, all that blue Pacific Ocean in Hawaii. But I told my daughter, Don't you ever do it again, because I'm not coming. I'm not getting on the helicopter with you no more. Hell, I tried to, y'all, I tried to. I said, Mama, you gonna do it. Not that I wanted something to happen to my. I said, Mama, you. And my dad was like, No, no, I want you to go with me, Mama. I booked it for us. And I was like, oh Lord, y'all, they want me to die. Just like the person that booked the bull crap with the bungee jumping. So you won't, if we get on the live jumping over this lake, I'm gonna be on the live with you. And I sure took the bait. Boy, I thank God, but they strapped and hooked, put them hooks around my waist and arms. You gotta have that stuff strapped on you right. That stuff will snap on you too. But after that bungee jump over that lake, and one number pure water, y'all. I said no more. I bet y'all won't do that one no more, buddy. Let me see what y'all saying. I heard a black woman did that by the Grand Canyon, and I ain't never been to the Grand Canyon, but I've been to the is that in Arizona, Colorado? I've been around it. That's a beautiful place though. Them canyons, that stuff deep. Them Grand Canyons, that's a beautiful sight because you camping all that stuff in there, and you better make sure you safe camping around that stuff too, because a lot of people I think have got dehydrated and tired and stuff. But beautiful sight, beautiful. I did it twice. To me, that shit. Oh, y'all, you bungee jump twice, cause I ain't doing it no more. That's a y'all know that thing that the series used to come on 101 ways to die. That's your 102nd way to die. Bungee jumping and helicopter ride. And y'all, this is no lie. Soon as we left Hawaii, 3-4 days later, we hear a helicopter done crashed. In my helicopter drive, I got the picture of she was from Switzerland, and I got to ask her 100 questions. I was like, well, how long you been doing this? Ma'am, she was real sweet and friendly though. She was like, y'all ain't don't do your cameras, and I videoed it anyway. But yeah, she was from Switzerland. She was a tall lady too, and she had that accent. And I tipped her, after the helicopter ride. But y'all, I prayed. I told my daughter, I said, let me tell you something, baby. Your mama is a daredevil, but I have gotten up in age. You not as much as a daredevil, and I'm more spiritual than my daughter as well. In fact, I'm probably one of the most spiritual in my immediate family. And I was telling her, don't what may look good sometimes is not what it is. Don't do that. And plus, you can't swim. You're not used to bodies of water. You may be used to pools or little few things, but because I've been in 30 feet of water. Where that day she got us some 30 feet of water down there in Griffith Lake. But I don't like that bottle, even though I can swim. I don't know. It does something to me with all that water. But I love water. Stay in the water. Give me somewhere where that water, you can't take me away from it. But anyway, we're definitely talking about the same woman. If I'm gonna skydive, girl, I know that's right. Cause ain't nothing. Once you skydive and jump off the cliffs and jump off in water, that's it. Ain't nothing else you can do. Yeah, it's between you and God now. It's just like when you get on some of these roller coasters. Flipping, twisting, turning all up in the air. And I'm an advocate for it, baby. You twist, turn, loop all around in the air, screaming, hollering, all type of stuff. Boy, child, you talking about some final destination type stuff. Girl, you better speak again. I'm not going to test God. Me either, baby girl. I skydived and I was connected to the instructor. Yeah, they had to go rush it because you going to panic in a minute. Once you looking down there and looking around, you sudden to panic or sudden to have a heart attack. You got to be in good tech and health for that stuff too, y'all. You got to be fit. You just can't go on that time, but I'm finna skydive, I'm finna parachute, I'm finna jump down in this ocean river. Shh, keep on playing. Like me Mona say, test God. Think it's a joke. That girl, what you said? There go our 1,001 way right there, buddy. 6 million ways to die to choose one. I'm telling you, then look, after that, we gonna sing our boy one more day. What Nate Dogg, one more day. We gonna start singing Nate Dogg after it, baby. One more day. I love, yeah, Miss Mona. I twist, turn, flip, all go all upside down, screaming, hollering, closing my eyes, praying, and everything. Yes, ma'am. Yes, roller coasters are scary. Them engineers get up there, build that stuff, and have us twisting and turning and shoot. Hot digging that gravity going, and you look at the how did they put that together like that? Then you got some of the roller coasters that'll go through a water wave and stuff, y'all. Ain't that something? Y'all remember Busch Gardens and all that? Is a Busch Garden still? Do they still have Busch Gardens, y'all? Six Flags still pretty cool. I like Six Flags. Six Flags over Georgia. Six Flags over Georgia. Dollywood is nice. I don't know if y'all know anything about Dollywood. Dollywood is in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. What's her name? Dolly Parton. That's all hers. That's Dolly Parton country there. I've been on a few of those roller coasters that had fire. See, that's what I'm saying. And went on the water. Yeah. Stuff ain't nothing to play with. Mechanically, that stuff break down, get stuck, retrack itself, whole lot of stuff. Yeah, y'all a mess. Y'all some serious. We like y'all. That's why y'all finding more and more people saying, man, y'all might as well just leave y'all alone, because he gonna be y'all. No matter who chat he in, who page he on. I like Universal Rides too. Oh, you talking about Universal Studios? Because if you talking about Universal Studios, oh yeah, you got to, because you got, yeah, exactly. I'm talking up for you. Saying in Orlando, I went past Universal Studios. I didn't go in, but my dream is to take my grandbaby. I do want to take my baby to Disney. Yeah. Yeah. So right, y'all might as well leave y'all alone. There's no need of you such and such. But that old dog, that neck front to the never, treacherous look. That's a she slick a little Jezebel. And then I heard she went back over there old boy page. And y'all know I ain't finna say his name. I don't need him. He'll start back talking about me then. And probably still is doing it. But yeah. Yeah, y'all leave y'all alone. There's no need to know. You either want y'all on your page or you don't. And if he is on your page, you might well just go and give him a ranch. Y'all hear me? If he on your page, you might as well just give him a bowl of ranch. Ain't no need of y'all keeping y'all's on your page and my boy ain't got some ranch. Watch out, KupcaKe. I know what to say. Oh, yeah. What? Say it again, yeah. And see, that was another thing I was looking at. Y'all sub like KupcaKe. You are correct. There was another thing. I was like, why they fussing at and he's still able to comment on some of their pages. But some of them did start blocking you, and they end up unblocking you. Because you want to know why, You brung excitement to the pages. For them, even if they were just talking about you, you brought excitement and you brought people to their pages. Because talking about you are an asset to the YouTube streets. And they know it. They figured it out. They finally figured it out. You understand me? Me too. Miss Moni, I gotta take this one. It's a one more dream, one more passion that I have to do it for my. Since I done got up in age now, and now it's for me to take my baby. Yeah, y'all, just go on and block a ninja. You understand me? Go on and block a ninja, man. Block y'all. You don't want y'all on your page? Block them, cause y'all gotta go come over there. He gonna come over there whether you don't like him or not. He gonna come over there just to agitate the hell out of you, or just for him to hear his name, cause he already know you idiots gonna call his name. They gonna, y'all, what you doing in here? Y'all know what's yeah, and y'all sit back laughing like this. Man, nigga, you ain't talking about nothing, nigga. That gone. You ninjas, you either gonna block me or you ain't. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep taunting you. Yeah, Oklahoma style, baby. It's Oklahoma style, baby. Y'all sit, man, y'all get on my page. And you ain't no OG ninja. Y'all like, man, nigga, oh, you. I'm like this. And then if you block them, well, I'll go to the next page, ninja, and go taunt down. Or I'm going to go to your family member page. Man, your folks over there, man, talking about he don't want me on my page. Y'all like this. Man, fuck him. Y'all, my guy, y'all. We love everybody. They say everybody hates my guy Haitian. Well, everybody loves my boy y'all. And we love Haitian too. Y'all big mad at Haiti. Y'all big mad at my Haitian king. I don't know why he just started. You know, we all want it, but I kind of can figure it out. Y'all really just want to stay behind the scenes, and he don't want to bring all that attention, because his page will actually get blowed up. Matter of fact, y'all have 1,000 subs by the next day. He just don't want to fool with it like that. He'll just stay behind the scenes. This is my second one, Moni. God, dog. Yeah, I don't. Why did they take it? Y'all remember you saying that? Yeah, y'all know how you thinking, baby. I already know how you getting in it. They just don't know. You sitting back laughing at they dumb ass while they arguing, saying stupid. You back there, man, nigga, man, looking like Snoop Dogg. Which pack I got today? The Oscar pack. Have y'all smoked the Oscar pack lately? You and my boy hate it. They don't know what that Oscar pack mean, baby. We did that when we came up with that Oscar pack. Boy, y'all going ham on that boy though. Boy, y'all ran that boy. Y'all light on him now, but boy, y'all ran that. It got mental. It got serious. And y'all, you already know who I'm talking about. Yeah, puff, pass, ninja. I don't smoke it, y'all, but I just see him in here. Puff, pass. Oscar pack. Y'all, hold up. What I got? About 3 more minutes. But yeah, y'all, leave y'all. And in fact, leave Haitian alone. Haiti. Leave Haitian alone. Because if Haiti want to troll you, he gonna troll you regardless. If he want to get on his platform, talk bad about you, cuss you out, talk to y'all type of way, do y'all type of way, he gonna do it regardless anyway. Y'all can't stop him. And his subs going up over there. His subs going up real good. He about to climb back up again. I just don't, you know, we got to make sure he stay good. And if we see certain things, say, well, hold on, Haiti, but patient probably don't care. Make sure you take this down when you finish it, because they're going to try to snatch your page. Because they're, even though now they may be treading light, talking light, they want his page down right now. They don't want his page up. You best to believe that. They don't want the threat up. Haitian is a threat. And that's another reason why what the beef was about. Not only that, they saw these grown ass ninjas, saw how Haiti treated his people in there and the ladies in there, and he would give to them and support us and do things for us for Valentine's Day and stuff. And they like, hell, you could be doing that for us. Them broke ass grown old ninjas. That's why they were mad. It was about money. Money. And then Haitian got that he draws people over there. Cause he gonna talk hellified crazy. Shoot, I said I never want the Grease gang to get mad at me. Y'all hear me? I said, no, no. I don't want them to get mad at me, baby, because they gonna go ham. Facts, okay, they tried to say, yeah, yeah. And then right now he getting these interviews, good interviews. They may not see the reason why he doing, but he know his plan. He know his layout. Stop hating on little hater, man. Leave hater alone. And then y'all, he younger. They see he got that he got strength. Little hater got power too. I didn't know the hash brown lady, but I went over there and saw that afterwards because I didn't even know all that stuff was going on. He had power on hash brown page. She asked him, "What you don't want to do this again with me?" Hater said no. She saw the power it had. It brought her views and attention. It elevated her page some more. I said, hell, I even want to see another interview with them. Myself. It was actually interesting. It wasn't boring. In fact, I think that interview was more better than the interview he had did previous with old boy. Him and the Hash Brown interview was more interesting than what he had did with old boy. Cause I think I clicked off of that one, but I was actually into him and Hash Brown interview. It was a good one. It was really good. He just got tired of that chat. He said that chat was messing with him. And he went ham on the door. He said, what the? Y'all know how. I said, oh my God, I ain't going ham. Okay, big facts. He asked her to mod me up right. Later on, did she? Who, Hash Brown? Y'all, what time is it in the South? Florida, Miss Monet, y'all, what time y'all got? Because we on the same time zone. Unless Miss Monet in the bottom of Florida, down all the way at the bottom. I think that time zone changed, more closer to the Cuba area. Okay. Oh, is it? Oh yeah, Miss Mona. Okay, y'all on the same time. Yeah, okay, you in the other time zone of Miss Mona. That's why I said what I said. Okay, that figures. Okay, it's it's time for me to go. Y'all salutes to everybody. Chef OG, y'all Miss Mona. Some new people came in here for me, y'all. Time 1881 came here, showed me love. Thank y'all so much. Y'all stayed in here with me. I'm gonna go live again, y'all. I gotta go handle this. Veron from India, Tony Riggs, and Roberto from Laredo, Texas. Hopefully I got at least a one sub in. We got to make it work for us, y'all. Salutes, big love. Y'all have a blessed brand. Great. I'll be back later on. Let me get this business done. Salute, y'all, kings and queens. That's what's up. Stay woke.